this time once more. But before I switch over, I want to make a tweet. I mean, nobody's here at the moment, so I can take my time with doing this. The mobile app changed the format of things, and it's starting to bug me. Like, why did they do this? It was so much more streamlined before. Alright, there we go. Now we can switch over. Yippee! Alright, so there's like at least one thing I need to fix, and it's the knee. Ugh. I'm so frazzled today. I've been awake since like 9, or no, way earlier than that. I've been awake for a while, working on a lot of things. I have been all sorts of frazzled, but that's fine. Excuse my chair. I'm trying to adjust myself, get comfy. But overall, I think I'm alright. I was up super early today, not just because of my paper, but also because I submitted some of my traditional artworks to my university student show. And so I was up, and I had to go on campus on a Friday, which is not something I normally do. And so I did that, and things went well. I'm real happy with how I had everything set up. Because, like, I was so worried I wouldn't be able to find space for my works. But I was able to get the perfect spaces, and I was able to organize everything. For one piece in particular that was a little complicated. Hello! But, I've been busy, but it's been going much better than I thought about. I'm finishing up my Draw This in Your Style. I'd already done most of this last week, but I wanted to save the rest of it for today. So, like, today will be a short stream because I do have more work to do. But I didn't cancel stream because we're approaching anniversary, and canceling streams suck when I'm approaching something like that. I'm just fixing the knees, because one of my oldest flaws with my art was that I would always put the knee in the wrong spot. I would always put it just a little bit too low. But there we go. That's better. That's how legs are supposed to look. I might fix this up a little bit too. And then, once I'm done with that, we can get to the good part. I think that's it. Overall, it's great. I just needed to fix that one thing. I've been working on a lot of things, and so just taking the opportunity to make notes, like little mental notes about certain things I need to improve. There we go. Now we're cooking. Yeah, like 9 a.m. this morning, I was on my campus setting up all my stuff. I've never walked so much in such a little amount of time in my life. I had to go back and forth between 2 separate buildings, like, I think 4 times in, like, the span of an hour. And, like, it's kind of annoying going between the 2 buildings, because, like, there's like 2 different ways you can go, and both of them can be a little annoying at times. Like, it just depends. Like, pick your poison. Do you want to take like a bunch of stairs, or do you want to like take like 10 minutes to get there? I mean, like, you could take an elevator to make it a little bit easier to go the stairs way, but like, not by much. Not by much at all. Not to mention, I had to go back to my car a few times to get some things. And other people were having issues because of, because apparently the UI for the submission thing from like 2 weeks ago was a bit messed up, and some people failed to submit certain things. I think somebody, unfortunately, ended up not submitting anything on accident, and like, this is an issue that has happened to several people, so it's not just like 1 or 2 people made an oopsie. It was like I think upwards of like 10 or so people made the problem, and I think there's gotta be like, I think 2 or 3 dozen people entered into the show in total. So like a solid amount of people ended up dealing with that problem. It really sucked to see. Also, one of my pieces has a video that goes along with it, and I'll be uploading that to my main YouTube channel eventually. Preferably after juries are done, so I know if it's like accepted or rejected. I could add that information if I wanted to. But I think it'll be fun. I'm very excited to see how many of my works will be accepted, because I know at least a few of them will be accepted. But there's a chance that all of them could get accepted, and if that happens, then I will be extremely happy. I'm very excited for that. But today is like the last bit of like insane crunch work, and I can't wait for that to be done. I want to get back to regular amounts of work. I'm tired of all this crunching nonsense. But I am almost done with my giant research paper that I've been working on all week. I think I have about like 700 words or so to go out of like 3,000 words, and I already did like 300 or 400 before stream between like 11 and now. So I am making really good progress. But needless to say, that is why today's stream is going to be short. I'm hoping to only stream for like maybe an hour and a half maximum, maybe even less time. Because like, I didn't leave very much. I didn't leave very much from last time. Specifically because I knew I'd be busy. because like all of my due dates just so happened to converge on this exact point, and I couldn't do anything about it. But I'm doing better than I thought I was going to. I'm glad that I'm handling. Last time, as in like last stream? Last stream. I'm sorry, my brain is everywhere. I may have said something without, and I may not even remember what I said. Jeez. Maybe. Yeah, last stream, just stream in general, was Metal Gear Rising. The last drawing stream was this, but just most of it. If I said last time in reference to my own personal work, then I have no idea what I was saying. Jeez. It's not very often that I do stuff before stream. Normally I'm like sleeping and then I wake up and then I stream. But this time is a little different because I was busy. Yeah! For real! I'm just trying my best out here. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna have to do another layer of shading as well. I just realized that. That's fine. We're making solid time. I won't be so freaking crunched next week at the very least, so that'll be nice. Like, I've been so busy that I started stress cleaning to cope with all the work that I've been dealing with, just as a way to get like any of my frustrated energy out. It was very productive, but it didn't help with my due dates. But that's fine, because I'm almost done anyway. So it didn't help, but it didn't hurt either. I mean, I guess it did help, actually. Stress cleaning, because now I've got cleaner space and my artworks are better organized. That's good. Actually, if I didn't do that, then I may have had a harder time with today bringing in my works. I spent a lot of time making a new portfolio and decorating it. It's just basically like a thin cardboard box, but I painted it and put stickers on it. And I added magnets so it stays closed. Super nice! And my drawing professor today very lightheartedly was like, oh, maybe you should do a portfolio making workshop. And honestly, that's not even a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good idea. But I don't know if I would be the one to do it. But the reason why she suggested that was because I put magnets on it so it would stay closed. But I guess that was a really good idea. Because like if you don't have like a portfolio that you bought that has like a zipper or something, then like chances are you have a cardboard portfolio and no way to keep it closed. And I put magnets on mine so that like it stays closed, so like if it like falls over or if it's like upside down, it doesn't open up on its own, it just stays closed. That issue has been resolved. I'm so tired of working on school stuff, honestly. I think this weekend I might take some time to make some duels for myself. Oh, nice. Good luck. Oh, good luck. Yeah, my research paper is only 3,000 words in comparison to your over 3,500. Jeez. I mean, technically in total, my paper will have a little over 3,500, but that includes like the bibliography and like a verification that I did a little test about plagiarism. So my actual paper, like itself, has like I think like 2,200, 2,300 right now. But like the number in the total is like 2,700 right now. But it will be like 3,500, and I do not like that. I didn't expect to have such a hard time with this paper though, because I had an essay exam for this same exact class, and I wrote like 1,500 words in like an hour and a half, and that's like probably one of my greatest achievements in writing. Like, I don't know if I could do that again. That was so much. Oops. Papers, man. They're so tiring. I think the only really good thing I like about big research papers like this is that I learn a lot about one particular thing. So I know a lot about the artist Grant Wood now. Oh, jeez. I could probably tell you a lot about like who he was and like how big of a deal he was, and like the fact that he was gay. So a little fun fact: the painter of the classic painting, the classic American painting, American Gothic, he was gay. So there's your little fun fact of the day. One of the most recognizable paintings in American history was made by a gay man. How cool is that? Oh, I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna eat something after stream today. I need to take a food break. Give me some brain food and stuff like that. I've been keeping myself well hydrated, but I keep forgetting to eat. Because my brain logic is like, oh no, I need to eat, but it takes time to make food. But I don't have time. But I think I'll be able to make something after. I'm not eating anything right now, but I'll probably eat like. What's easy to make? I think maybe. Well, there's some leftovers in the fridge. I can eat those. But if not, then I might make a compromise with myself and eat some nuggies. I'm honestly not that big of a fan of chicken nuggets, if it's like the ground type of chicken. I just don't like it very much. But if it's like whole chunks of chicken, they're delicious. But most of the time, nuggies are ground chicken. I just don't like ground meat in general. But I'm willing to make a compromise if it means feeding myself. Can't stop thinking about my research paper. I hate having a research paper brain. Because it's like... I'm doing something else. But I could be doing my research paper. Like, shut the fuck up, brain! I don't want to do my research paper right now. It's stream time. We're dwowing. Finishing up a good old-fashioned draw this in your style. But why did I have to make this in April? Why did I have to make April the month where I do my draw this in your style? Why did I do this to myself? April is always like the hardest month of the year for me. Whatever. We live with our mistakes. It's not that big of a deal. I am very excited for to find out if my works were accepted in the student show. That would be really nice. Right now, it's like all I'm thinking about is my paper in the student show. To give you a little more information on like how badly things have fallen onto due dates and stuff, I also had an exam today. And I did that. It was short and easy, but like, I had an exam today. And then yesterday, I had 2 exams as well. And that was a nightmare, but I got through it. But goddamn, and just everything decided to fall into this exact point in time. Because I also, of course, had to bring my things for the student show. And that was a little bit stressful because I was worried that like something would go wrong. But everything's fine with that, which is nice. But man, being a college student can be really rough sometimes. But I lived! And I will continue thriving because I'm almost done with my paper. And today is actually also my parents' 30th wedding anniversary, so they're planning on making a big fancy dinner. And they invited me, so I get some delicious dinner after all my hard work as well. I'm excited. So it's not all bad. We got some good things out of all this turbulence and turmoil. But I'm probably going to sleep really hard tonight after everything I've done. Hold on. Oh. There's a little something I forgot to do over here. My little triangles. I somehow forgot those. Actually, I'm gonna change this a little bit. There we go. Now we can start the coloring process. Let me open up the original Draw This in Your Style. I don't think I have it in here. I always mix it up because my 2023 folder is split into two separate places because I have some things that I need to keep on my OneDrive because I draw on two different computers. I draw on this computer, my desktop, and I also draw on my laptop. So some of my files are still on OneDrive from last year, but I might be able to move those soon. Ooh, broken Mimir. Alright. Wow, your message got absolutely butchered, but I know exactly what you were saying. Enjoy your Mimir, and thank you. I will enjoy finishing this piece. I hate subjecting this piece to a bit of rushing, but thankfully, like, the good part was all done whenever I had time to be slow. Oh man, this week's been rough. But it's almost over. I'm almost free. I'm almost free from the trenches. And then I will get to do more of what I love to do. I mean, I do still have a solid amount of work to take care of. But not as much as right now. Once this is done, then, like, I'll be able to chill out. Once today is over, I'll be free. Honestly, considering how fast I took care of some of my paper this morning, I'll probably finish before the sun even sets. So, like, that'll be nice. That would be nice, taking care of my paper before the sun sets. As then I'll have a whole evening to enjoy. Hold on, how's that color compared to this one? Oh, that one's better. Overall, that one is better. I'm so excited to upload this piece. I hope a bunch of people see it. And I hope a bunch of people are like, "Ooh, look at that." I think it'll be exciting. I might upload it tomorrow instead of today. Especially since it's such a special piece. And I'd like to take the time to consider making this like a contest or something. I don't think I will, but it's still something that's been floating around in my head. Oh, I did update my category, right? Cause oh, you scared me with that. Okay, good. Cause there have been numerous occasions where I've forgotten to do that. And like usually Stream Elements tells me what the information is, but woo, you scared me. You scared me for a moment there. But I'm glad you put the /J. But I wanted to check just in case. I've been very on edge today because I've been so busy. But we're doing good. We're thriving. You're fine, you're fine. I'm just so on edge because I've been so busy. But I didn't get upset. I was just like, oh no, I hope I didn't mess that up. But it's like not a big deal. I've done it numerous times where I've been like, oh, it's time to stream, and then I find out my information isn't updated. I'm like, no. But it's such an easy fix. I just sometimes feel bad whenever my categories aren't aligned properly because I feel like I'm doing some false advertising. But it is what it is. You know, since I have been extremely busy, what I usually do whenever I'm like swamped with work and I need something to help de-stress, I usually put on like some sort of like, I usually put on like long playthroughs of certain games. Like always, it's always like multi-hour videos as like background audio. And as a result, I have very suddenly been launched back into my Sonic fixation. Because Sonic the Hedgehog is a franchise that I have adored since I was very, very little. And I really, really want to play some Sonic games, like really, really bad. And I've been thinking about it, like, oh, I wonder what I could play on stream. And it would all be like after anniversary because like we have less than a month until anniversary, yippee! But like, I was thinking like what I could play and all that stuff. And I know one thing I would love to play. And this is going to be very silly to hear, but one thing that I would love to play is Sonic 06 on stream, because I actually really, really love Sonic 06. Now, when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, it's not actually a bad game. No, it is very much a bad game. But I love it because I remember being like 5 years old and receiving it as a Christmas present, and I played the shit out of that game. And honestly, with being that small, I just thought I was bad at the game. But because I just struggled so hard with Sonic's story, and I actually never beat it when I was a kid. But I own another copy of it now as an adult for the PS3. When I was a kid, it was we had the 360 copy, but now as an adult, I have the. Although you're doing false advertising, nowhere in your stream description does it say there's a cute streamer in it. Okay, for boring normal streamer, half joke. Or boring normal streamers. I can't think of any like boring streamers. Well, maybe a few, but like I can't think of any off the top of my head. But I've been thinking about Sonic 06 a lot. Cause like, yes, it's a bad game, but I still enjoy it to an extent. I think it's very funny how bad it is. And the writing's okay. The level design is actually pretty good, because like I've been seeing bits of Project 06. Really? You've never played a Sonic game before? Not a single one? Interesting. But I know about Project 06 and how it's pretty much almost done. And I think once that's like officially completely finished, then I may plan a Project 06 playthrough. But before that, I'll probably play regular 06. If like I can find a way to play it on stream. Because like it's not available on PC. Same thing with Shadow the Hedgehog. That game's not available on PC either. So I'll probably have to emulate it. Probably have to emulate both of them. But I think that would be a very fun idea. And there's several other Sonic games we could play. Oh, and Unleashed is also not on PC for some reason, and that one's actually quite well liked. Like people love Unleashed. Why is the color off on this? Are you kidding me? Hold on. I just noticed that the color is off on this. Hold on. Thank you. Convert to drawing color function. Thank you so much. And this is probably partially gray as well. Oh, and you know what Sonic game I really miss that I haven't played in a very long time? I miss Rush. Sonic Rush is so freaking good. That's the game that brought us the boost feature. And while I don't particularly like boost in a lot of the 3D games, it's really, really good in Rush. Because for the most part, you can boost indiscriminately in that game. But like, you can tell pretty easily which parts you shouldn't boost in. Boost is just very well designed for the 2D format. But for 3D, one of the bigger problems is that you can't really tell which parts you should and shouldn't boost in. That may be different with Frontiers, because I've never played Frontiers, and I want to play Frontiers really badly. But for the most part, it's very much a weird formula of, oh, you can boost here. Wait, watch it. You can't boost here. Oh, wait, now you can boost. Oh, never mind. And it's weird. Ooh. So you may have played a Sonic game on an arcade. There's a good chance. I think Sega does provide arcade machines. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty certain about that. I think I've seen some Sega arcade machines before. But I would love to play a bunch of Sonic games on stream. I think it would be fun. I wish Unleashed was on Steam. That would be nice. I think the only Sonic game I would not play on stream is Forces. Because I do not like Forces at all. I'm so bad at chess. I don't understand chess. There's too many rules. I don't get it. I only know how to move the knight because it goes in an L formation. But I think it would be fun to play Sonic games. And like, I know Forces is on Steam and I have it on Switch. So I've played through it, but I tried playing through it a second time just because I wanted to see, like, I just wanted to refresh my memory on it. I could not. I did not get very far. It's so bland. It's like I like 06 because there's something there. Like, the only really huge issue with 06 was it became like the poster boy victim of corporate crunching. Like, that is like the perfect example of how corporate crunching is bad. But Forces, that was the intended product. And it's like it's like a nothing sandwich. I don't like it. It's so bad. It's like it's like the safest kind of Sonic game ever. And they just reuse previous stuff. Like the boost mechanic, they reuse the wisps. They have that wisp-on thingy that the avatar uses. And I don't like it. Like, the story is not very engaging because it's just like I feel like it tries to do with what Generations did, but not good. And it's so boring because like the 3D Sonic segments are mostly just auto scrollers with boost and then like tiny segments, and the levels are extremely short, and the 2D the 2D Sonic portions are like not very good. It's just not very good at all. And the Project Shadow DLC isn't very good either. It's very much just like an afterthought because it's just rehashes the same stuff from the base game and then like tries to pass off a mediocre like prequel kind of feel. But it just doesn't do it right. It's just so bland. I can't play a game that's boring like that. I have to have something engaging, and Forces just isn't it. So like, I know there are people who like Forces and defend Forces, but like, I just can't. No. And it's not very often that I come across a game that I just can't play. I like D&D, but I am unfortunately suffer from a very stingy brain that only likes first edition and tabletop only. I have friends that play D&D in their own groups and stuff, and I've been like, man, I would like to participate, but my old brain just doesn't like newer editions. 5th edition is alright. I played like a really short campaign in 5th edition, but it just isn't the same. And it might be my nostalgia being dumb, but like, I just really like 1st edition. Because my dad was very adamant about getting the 1st edition books whenever I was a kid and just collecting everything. Because that's what he grew up with. And 2nd edition, I think it's 2nd edition, removes a lot of things. Damn, no friend-itis. I dealt with that for a very, very long time. And it really sucks whenever you're stuck with that, but I believe that you can make some solid friends. It may take time, but you'll get there. Not the right spot. There we go. But yeah, I'm like a casual D&D enjoyer if like I have the free time to do that, but I do not, unfortunately, and I am very stingy about the version that I play. But I do think I am a good player. I think the only gripes I have with 5th edition now is that it tends to be a bit handholdy. But like, that also depends on the DM. Cause like, if the DM decides to play into that handholdy kind of thing, then like, then that's kind of both a 5th edition problem and a DM problem, but the DM can choose to just not be handholdy. Cause like, apparently 5th edition players that have tried 1st edition have said that 1st edition is way too hard. But as someone that has played only 1st edition and managed to retain my character through an entire campaign, skill issue. It's just a skill issue. Get good. Like, it's not too hard. You just need to like really think about what you're gonna do and how to allocate your resources. It also depends on skill is a privilege, not a right. Oh, I've never heard that before. But I feel like it also just depends on the DM. Like, it's not just the edition, but also how the dungeon master decides to run their game. So it's not all based on the player. It was mostly just saying get good as like a joke. Cause like everybody else in our party had died at least once, but I managed to live. But I was also a thief, so that also helps. Cause like certain classes are definitely easier than others. I'm not one to pretend like it is just skill issues. I just think it's funny to be like, LOL skill issue. But yeah, it's definitely more than just that. But I like first edition because I like the challenge it brings, because like it can really leave you on the edge of your seat sometimes, and that's exhilarating. It's really fun. And I prefer just tabletop without any sort of like little like maps or figurines. I like making the things myself in real time. Ow! Thank you for following an ugly Pikachu. Don't worry, you're beautiful on the inside, Pikachu. And thank you so much for the follow. Yippee! You know, honestly, I sometimes forget that that's my alert. And so, like, I hear it go off, I'm like, oh, what is that? Like, OMG. Yippee! I've developed a Pavlov response where I'm just like, oh, yippee! But like, who doesn't get all happy when they hear a good old-fashioned yippee? You know, I think maybe one day, in the distant future, I could potentially do a D&D campaign. I've had this idea in the back of my head for multiple years now of doing like an improvised homebrew D&D campaign just to see what could happen. I think it would be funny. How often do you end up staring at a wall for minutes? I don't know if I've ever... I think I've done that in the past. Like whenever I used to dissociate a lot, but I don't really do that anymore. Minutes at a time. I've definitely done that in like waiting rooms. And like if I was dealing with like executive dysfunction or decision paralysis. But I think, I don't know how long it's been since the last time I've done that. It's been a while. But I have definitely done that before. An interesting little question. So I'd say now, probably like a 2 or a 3 out of 10, but when I was younger, probably like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. I dissociated a lot whenever I was younger. But I don't do it nearly as often anymore. And I'm very happy about that. I used to be a maladaptive daydreamer. To cope with shit. And I don't do it anymore, and I'm very glad because I get to do shit now. And I'm happy that I can do shit. A solid 5 out of 10. An average score. A solid average. Right in the middle. I was so worried about today not going good because I had so much work to do, but I'm feeling great. Don't you love it when that happens? When like you know you're gonna have like a lot of shit to do, but then it turns out like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's always a lovely little surprise. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And guess what? We got the best. I'm making solid progress on this. Ooh, I can't wait to see how this looks whenever I make the layers soft light. I think it'll be nice. Average, mean. What is the mean? I forgot how to calculate the mean of something. I haven't had to do any sort of like complex math in years. Because I got all of my college math out of the way while I was still in high school. And I was determined to make sure I never had to take another math class again. Because man, I got a 97 in college level calculus whenever I was 17 years old in high school. And that's probably one of my greatest mathematical achievements. I was so determined to make sure that I never had to do that again, so I put in so much effort. But honestly, math is fairly easy for me. I just don't like it. I've never really had issues with math before. And that may sound like a flex, but like, there's a difference between being like, oh, I love math, and just like having a decent grasp on numbers. I will say I have a hard time with time math. Like calculating time zones, for some reason it's so hard for me to figure that out. Like even if it's like, oh, we're 2 hours behind. Like, alright, it's like from 2:59 that'd be 4:59. Like that's super easy whenever I say it out loud, but 9 times out of 10 I'm like, what? Huh, that's too complicated, I don't get it. But like, now I'd say I'm probably okay-ish at math. But only because like, I haven't done it in so long. What if I do that instead? The mean, median, and mode. I remember median was easy. I don't remember what mode was. Math easy, but I'm lazy. Could have done a lot better if I studied. Never did school, but did amazing on everything. I kind of fell off and became distracted in class. So that's my downfall. I just dropped out. Oh, dang. Well, that sucks. But at least, like, it was easy for you. But yeah, I get the need to drop out. Oh, wrong layer. What am I doing? Honestly, there was a point where I had debated dropping out of university very late into my degree. Yeah, I figured there was probably a different reason. Like, I genuinely considered dropping out at a point, like, about a year ago because, my advisor had completely messed up my schedule. Like, I actually had multiple advisors throughout, my college experience, but there was just a lack of communication, and so I have to take an additional semester in the fall, which is frustrating, but it's not too big of a deal. I just wish I didn't have to. I was supposed to graduate this semester, but due to a lack of communication, I didn't know how I had to space out my drawing classes. So I have one additional semester. But that's fine, because I need to bring up my minor GPA anyway. Because I may enjoy biology, but lecture classes are they're so boring, and they just don't work for me. I do not like lecture courses. If I make this lighter, yeah, I can see the lines better that way. I was extremely frustrated whenever I found out I had to take an additional semester, but it was a bit reassuring to find out other people had been through the same thing. Like, it still sucked, though. So if you ever decide to go back, you have my full support. Then no matter how long it takes, if you decide that's what's good for you, then cool. And if you decide, nope, no way in hell, then that's cool too. I forgot this layer's set a little transparent. Ah! There we go. Well, that's great! Good to know that you're doing fine where you're at right now. It's good to have that comfort and confidence. Alright, we're almost done with this layer. Well, not quite. There's some things in the face that I haven't done yet. That's nice. Sustaining your position. Looks like this color needs a lighter, like a highlight instead. Instead of the other way around. It's alright. Well, this is a decent color. I think I might just do that for the ribbons. Excuse me. Let's see. Nice. That's pretty adequate, I feel. Hope when I get my gaming laptop I can start streaming more and actually make money. Yeah. I'd say as a general tip not to rely too heavily on it, since like it definitely won't be enough to like sustain yourself. I'm sure you already know that though. But like, hell yeah, get that bread. Yeah, extra money is always good. Yeah, I'm streaming more as like both a hobby and as a way of like building up like my social presence with like my art and stuff. So I'm using it as both a hobby and a tool. I'm 5D chessing this stuff. Actually, no, we won't do that. You know what? We will add some shading. Like that. That's good. It's extremely dark, but I'll probably change the background in a way to where it looks alright. Are you gonna go? Alright. See you later! Enjoy whatever you're up to after this. Whether it be sleep or something else. There we go. No, you don't need to, no. Nah, if you got stuff to do, go do it. I won't be streaming for much longer anyway. Once I finish this, I'm out because I got work to do. Yeah, you don't need to stay. If you got something else you either want to or need to do, then you go and do it. There will always be the VODs. Actually, that's more like the inside of the mouth, isn't it? Thanks! I haven't even colored the bodysuit yet. I haven't thought about what color to make it because I also have to consider the outfit that goes on top. What to do, what to do. Oh, I forgot about the eyebrow. That's a first. Never forget the eyebrows. I even forgot the eye part. I've been so distracted. Totally forgot like the most important parts. There we go. We're doing good. I'm so glad that my Friday has been so good. Because I had a really rough week. But today has been wonderful. I've already said this numerous times, but I'm so excited for the student show. Because, like, I've never submitted my work to a show before. And I want to see what all gets accepted. Like, if there's stuff that gets accepted and there's stuff that gets declined, see what got accepted and declined and why. And like, once that's all said and taken care of, then things can be displayed properly, and that'll be super lovely. I'm so excited! Also, apparently, I did something with one of my submissions that they've never had done before. Well, videos and animations are things that do get submitted to the student art show, but mine actually has an accompanying physical piece. And apparently they've never had that happen before, so that was really a really funny conversation. Because I had to turn in my USB separately. And I was like, well, I also have the physical piece to accompany the video. And she was like, oh, well, we've never had that happen before. Let's see. And so she wrote a little index card note that I put up with the physical piece, and the video is going to be displayed separately, but that's fine. But I'm excited. Cause like, I wonder how the jurors going to react. I wonder how... Honestly, not just for my own works, I wonder how she'll react to other people's works, like my classmates and my friends. There were a lot of people that submitted, including a lot of people that I know. And I want to see them do good too. Because I really like their works. Oh man, one of my friends had this little sculpture, but he didn't even think about it whenever he was submitting his works. He could have, but he forgot. He forgot. Maybe next time. Maybe he could feature it in a solo show. Because that's a thing that's also something we can do as well. That would be nice. This little chicken man. Cute little guy. He looks like he's having a midlife crisis and everything. He's just a silly little sculpture. Let me put down the base colors for this before deciding what to color the bodysuit with. Because, like, it's slightly peeking out. Actually, no, it isn't. I could totally just make it that color, actually. Well, we have our color now, I guess. That was quick and easy. Man, I'm hungry. But yeah, look at us with the solid almost hour and a half. That was pretty spot on with my timing. That was like, it should probably take me an hour and a half. Look at that. I was right, because it's been an hour and 20 minutes. Or rather like an hour and 15, because I do have the starting soon screen 5 minutes before stream. Or it's usually 5 minutes before stream, sometimes less, sometimes a little more, depending on what I'm doing in that brief window. Purple. So much purple. You know, it's so funny. I don't even particularly like purple all that much. I don't think it's a bad color, but like, it's definitely not a color that's like... I don't think I have any articles of clothing that are purple, and I have a weird history with the color, which is such a silly thing to tell, but that's a story for another day. But I know a lot of people really, really like purple. And it does look good on certain characters, like literally Snow is like the embodiment of purple. So like, I'm not the biggest fan of purple, and yet I have characters that have a lot of purple in their color palettes. So I do have an appreciation for the color, like I have respect for it. But I'm more of a green kind of person. Green or pink, those two are the colors I really like. I think it'll be nice having two different alts for this. Draw this in your style. And if you look at the little mini display up here, it does have a pretty good silhouette, which I'm very happy that it does. It's always a big concern if a drawing reads well or not. Alright. Now then, which layer is this? Oh, I didn't mean to put that layer up there. There we go. Where is that? Soft light. Oh wow, it's like not visible at all. Hold on. Let's see. I need to see another one of my recent pieces to see if this one works. There's the perspective piece. Yeah, it's off-light. Just needed to double check because like that's really soft. Oh, that's right. I always double it. I forgot to do that. I forgot. I duplicate it. Every time. Every single time. I always duplicate it, and I totally forgot this time. There we go. That's much better. So let me turn this off real quick. And turn those on. So we can color these in. Some clouds. Some warm clothes. Time to just scribble. And then we can clean it up once it's filled in. So much purple. The purple enjoyers are gonna love this one. Oop. I hate it when that happens. If you ever wonder why I don't use the fill tool, it's because of just the way my line work is. And I like making sure I get every little spot. It does take longer than using the fill tool, but I find it to be a little more satisfying because I get to be a little more meticulous with what I do. I think I might copy some of these lines and paste them to make it a little bit better. Hold on. Doesn't have to be anything super crazy, just like... just so we don't have to worry about overlaps. And that's pretty much the only spots where that's an issue. And like there will be no visible difference. You see? We're all good now. Perfect. And now I don't have to worry about overlap like that. Actually, I might want to check. Yeah. Let's bring out these colors. The good stuff. Yeah, I've been thinking about looking back at some of my earlier drawing streams to like compare how far I've come. I mean, like, I know I can compare like this updated Draw This in Your Style to my 2023 Draw This in Your Style, since these are a year apart, near exactly. But like, my drawing streams show like what I do. I was thinking about looking back at some of those. I can barely see that color. Oh! Well, thank you and welcome back. I actually make this a bit lighter. This is a really dark color. That's not fair against the leggings though. I think maybe if it's this same color, then it'll be alright. Yeah, because that's really dark. So we could just use that as shading. Maybe. Maybe not. Work. work and more work. Let's see. That color. See if we can make it a bit more vibrant. Work. I've been so busy because it's April and that's like the busiest time for like education related stuff. That's a better color. Yeah, that one works. But after today, I'll be able to think about other things. I'll probably still be working just to finish up a lot of my other stuff. Cause like, pretty much after today, all I have is my physical projects. And I'd really like to finish those up. I'm thinking about manga and modding. Ooh, modding. Nice. Speaking of manga, it's basically unavoidable, but I have seen some spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm very much behind, so I don't particularly care too much, but I have most definitely seen some interesting spoilers, but to be honest, it was a spoiler that didn't even surprise me. It was like, yeah, that makes sense. Modding isn't for streamers, not game modding. Oh. Oh, stream modding. So moderating. Instead of modifying. Gotcha. Can't see. Hold on. What if I make this darker? Open! Thank you. Jeez. Alright, yeah, that's easier to see now. Hey, yeah, you've mentioned that you mod for somebody, maybe multiple people even. I remember there had been like an occasion where you were like, I'm modding, but I'm also going to lurk. I was like, okay, cool. I don't know, I always remember very particular things. Wish I could mod games, but can't install any on my shitty Chromebook. Yeah. I want to know how to mod games. It seems so cool. Like I remember the creator of like the Mimic, like I don't want to say the actual name, but like the mod where creatures imitate your voice and like reuse voice clips in Lethal Company. You mod for 28 people? Wow. I never really knew, like, never really known, like, what's the average for modders, like how many people certain mods mod for. I feel like some people probably only like mod for like 1 or 2 people, but damn, 28? That's a lot. There's so many people. You must be busy. I think I might actually make this lighter than this. Like 1. Most people don't seek out modding or get randomly modded often. Oh, interesting. I feel like some people also probably pick like people they know personally to mod for them as well, especially like early on. That sounds like something I would do. But for now, I just got the bots, the auto mod, and the bots. But I'm not a big enough streamer to have mods yet. No, it's gonna be a long time before that happens. Oh wow, that's a lot darker. Alright. What if I do this? Yeah, that's about right. I like modding for small streamers because I like to help. They shouldn't have to worry about being hate rated or deleting bot messages. Yeah, I've seen that happen to some people. Yeah, it's a little scary. I don't know what I would do if that happened. Cause like I've seen bot rating and like bot follows that somebody sent on somebody else. I was actually watching someone's stream and it happened, and I was just kind of sitting there like, what the fuck? And I was thinking like, oh man, there are other things that people can do. Excuse me. And I don't know if I want to go through that. Oof. No, I'm sure. Oh, that's too dark. Hold on. No, and you know what I'll do instead? Just add the highlights up here. Not like that though, that's bad. Alright, there we go. That's the ribbon. I would love to like do a comparison of all the different drawings I've done of this character since I was like, I think I was 11 whenever I made her. It's like one of my oldest OCs, Snow. I'm just thinking about like, I wonder just how far she's come since I first drew her. Like, what about the other drawings I've done of her? Be interesting. This is a very dark skirt though. I may have made a wrong choice with my colors, but we're sticking with it for now. Oh, and I haven't even shaded the sweater. I got so distracted by the skirt. I think I might add another line down here. Or I might just not, because this is so dark that, like, you don't even think the lines will be visible. You know, now I'm thinking about it, like, what's the point of, like, sticking bot follows on other streamers? Because, like, it doesn't affect your channel as long as you don't buy them yourself. I guess maybe part of it is, like, people not knowing that, but also, like, just probably part of it is just an attempt to scare or intimidate a streamer. Very strange. I don't know, any sort of hateful behavior tends to be strange in one sense or another. Very odd. Alright, it's time to do this. But man, I hate raids. That's pretty intimidating. And like, if you don't have mods, like, what are you supposed to do? I guess maybe, like, you could attempt to ignore them, but that wouldn't be good for, like, your viewers, because, like, that could make them very uncomfortable. I suppose an alternative would be to end stream, but that depends on if they want you to do that or not. Because some people may see that as a successful hate raid. But like, if you acknowledge it, then they would also see that as a win too. Internet problems like that are always so difficult to deal with. It's always like, what do you do? Do you just ignore it? Or do you like have to actually do something this time? It's like somehow a little bit harder than reading people in real life. It's not like a lot harder. But like it's still pretty hard. Guess you would just have to formulate a strategy. Something like that. Like, I guess it just depends on, like, where you are in your streaming career. Like, what tools you have at your disposal and all that stuff. And, like, auto mods help with, like, blocking certain words and stuff. So that's already partially improved through that. If you have no people mods. Damn. Yeah, I figured. Using, like, replacing letters and stuff. Yeah, that's one thing. Well, if that problem ever happens to me, we can cross that bridge when we get to it. I hope it doesn't happen, but, like, shit happens, you know? Look at that! Sweater! Squirt! Actually, I think maybe I might add some shading on top as part of this layer. Oh, I'm glad I darkened the background because there's all this hair that's all messed up. I'll fix that in a minute. Now, what I can do... It's time to bring out the selection pen again. So we can do this and improve. Just a little quality of life improvement. We can remove these little extra bits and then just merge the layer. Super easy. Easy peasy. Actually, I need to clean this up a little bit. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer, hold on. Alright, I shall be here. Maybe. We're almost done. But I'll probably be here. So, because I got a background to finish. Then once that's done, then we'll be good to go. I also need to clean up the hair. Why'd I have to make a character with, like, the longest hair ever? Why did I have to do this to myself? Almost there. We finally got Unexpectancy Part 1. I love that we got them all in reverse order at different points in the stream. We got Part 3, then Part 2, then Part 1. It's so silly. Blessed by the shuffle gods in a very silly way. There we go. Look at that. Mostly clean. Except for maybe here and there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna post this tomorrow. I love that the hair being back on this side of the head was something I was very flip-floppy about. Like, I kept, like, bringing it back out and then putting it back in and all that stuff. Very wishy-washy. Cause, like, I just wasn't sure. Let's see. Oh. I missed that. Missed some bits. Some bits and bobs. These little bits sticking out probably won't be visible once I add in the background, but like... the probably isn't secure enough for me to be comfortable. We gotta make sure. Really good though. I like it. You also forgot to shade the ends of the sweater.
Spaghetti, meatballs, salsa, cornbread, ravioli, ravioli. Pizza, spaghetti, meatballs, salsa, cornbread, ravioli.
There we go. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 ba. Do, 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 do.
Pizza, spaghetti, meatballs, salsa, cornbread, ravioli, ravioli.
There we go. Yes! Alright. It's background time. I think I might do something similar. Maybe. Kinda thinking about doing a different colored background. Like, the whole theme is purple, but like... I might try like a cooler tone this time, instead of a warmer one. Oh, gradient erase. I forgot about that. Ooh, look at those tones. Good tones. Good colors. And I made this all sorts of silly. I wonder what I can do like that. Just a big old wedge. Mosaic! We love the pixels. Actually, no, never mind. What about the squigglies? Where's the center point? Let me move it. Oh. Apparently you can't quite do it like that. That's interesting. Aha! There we go. I've figured it out. There we go. Let's lessen it a bit though. There we go. That's a better shape. Look at those ripples. I have an idea. Look at that! Isn't that cool? What if I make this darker? Look at that. Alright, time to do the classic make a border. Wait, hold on. The rounded edges. No. When did that happen? Okay, it didn't happen there. There we go. Sharp edges. That's what we need. And this time, we won't have figure overlap with the frame. Not quite. I don't want them touching. Actually, let's see. that's nice. I kind of want to do... That should be about the center of the... Here's the center. Hold on. Actually, hold on. We can use a grid to figure that out. Yeah, there it is. Hmm. I'm just making a silly thing. Seeing what works and what doesn't work. I just love making silly, wacky backgrounds. Maybe not like that. Let me clean up one of the stray cats that I caught. Had kittens. Ah, she had kittens! Oh. You had to let her go. Oh, you had to help her a bunch. Well, I'm glad you took care of her. That's very sweet of you. Ugh, you know what I really haven't done in a while? I haven't made my triangles in a while. As I have triangles on this one. I think it'd be fun to add some to this as well. Let's see. Alright, let's see. I have so many layers. I don't normally have this many. Alright. Triangle time. Okay, why is it that type of polygon? Ah, there we go. They're like 15 plus. God damn! Wow, who is letting those guys go? That's a lot of cats. Triangles. Interesting that it can only be isosceles. Can't make scalene triangles. Actually, I should leave that space down there empty. Yeah, she's cute. This is why I brush her. Get all the yucky stuff out of her hair. Let her go. Oof. Yeah, I hope her kittens are okay. I don't know if I'll do the color overlap this time. Cause like, they're not really overlapping like the other one. That might, oop. That might add effects. Oh, I didn't mean to put those on the same layer. Whatever. It is what it is. I like this one. I think I'll double this layer. Maybe... let's see how this might work. Oh, that's alright. Doesn't quite work. Nah. I won't do that. What if I just flip it this way? That works. Nah, I'll just leave them as is. I think I might fix this a little bit, make it a bit lighter. Or at least add a lighter color on top. A little more pop. I spent a little more time on this than I wanted to, but that's totally whatevs. It's nice to take a little break from working on my paper. And now... Wait, what are these? Oh, that's the frame. Alright. It's time to add text. Let's see, what font? I've been wanting to change the font I use. Let's see how this looks. That is a very large font size. Although, there we go. Let's see. Just to test out the different fonts. Shroomy! Mama cat. Half house cats. Daisy. She had a kitten. That's a full house cat now. Wow, interesting. There's a whole story going on over there. I think we'll stick with Copperplate Gothic Bold for now. I can worry about changing my signature font later. When it's important. Alright, it's time to type. Alright. We need to shrink this down just a little more. Probably make this like a 2.5. Nah, it has to be like a 2.3, maybe. Almost 2.2 will work. 2.2. 2.2. Perfect. Actually, what we'll do is we'll put this on this layer and then select it and then expand like not that much. And then underneath we can do that and then do that and then there's that. Whoa, I can do all sorts of stuff with this. That looks cool. Alright. Now let me add my signature. Somewhere. That's terrible. Hold on. It's because of the way my tablet's angled. Hold on. I need to get a new tablet. New drawing tablet. There we go. Oop. Not quite. There we go. Ryder. He's a big bulky cat. Shows up every other month and is friendly. He's bullied. He gets in a lot of fights. Ah, he's got scars. Ooh. I wonder if Ryder may be the papa. Ooh, yes, please. We love cat pictures. We love the pets, the cats. Here we go. That works. Look at that. Perfect. Oh. So here's the one from 2023. I originally made it because I had hit like 250 followers on Instagram, but here's this one. And I think he's not a dad. Maybe related to one though. Maybe. So I'll make the additional information piece later, but this is it. Look at it. 2023 and 2024. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm really glad I did this. Let me export it real quick. Alright. There we go. Alright. Well, it's time to end stream. I have work to do, and I'm glad I finished this up. So, I shall say my goodbyes now. Alright. Thank you so much for visiting. I hope you have a great day. And as always, farewell.